his face completely covered by a metal mask, holding a massive weapon. He disassembles, cleans, and tunes its weapon with precise motions. As he notices you, he freezes like a statue, and you can sense his dumbfounded gaze from beyond the visors of his mask. Hello. The being wipes the visor of his mask, then shakes his head from side to side. This can't be a dream. I just can't believe it. Harold! Abyss, take me! How is this possible? After taking several deep breaths, the being calms down and more or less comes to his senses. The nomad kneels at your feet. My lord, my name is Angel. Angal of the Chinsabadi tribe. Please accept this gift as a token of my appreciation. The nomad hands you a bundle and stands up. Alright. My lord, my life is in your hands, and you can dispose of it in any manner you wish. You can summon me at any time. I'll follow the path you direct me down until my spark fades out. I will await you here until you show me your will and summon me into your service. If I can help you with answers, then I await your questions. I have a few questions. Looks like we've got ourselves a fan. Alright, maybe maybe I'll have him join me to help find the kids. The young ones. It will be a lot easier as opposed to doing it lonesome. Okay. I love to tell me about yourself. Oh my fucking god. Okay. I love to read, especially about the gods and the heralds. That's my only weakness. My biggest strength is fighting, my lord. I've killed more people than there are grains of sand around us. The nomad bows deeply. I'm one of the best mercenaries around here. I earn a living serving as a blade for those whose blades are rusty. Before I met you, my lord, I was a pilgrim and sought nomads in need of help in exchange of hard coin. Not so long ago, I stumbled upon this camp, but Ian is a cheapskate, and he refused to pay me for saving his students. Now he's just pretending I'm not here. To an outsider, the Chinsabori are a tribe of nomad mercenaries. We wear the colors of the sun because our blades are just as merciless. But if someone is in need of help, then, in exchange for hard coin, they can count on our best services. We're always true to our contracts. One who has hired a Chinbari can sleep in peace. Chinobari. I'm glad you make this decision. I'm glad you made this decision. Your will shall be done. As tradition dictates, I require your final answer. My lord, I, Angal, swear to serve you to my dying breath, and to be an extension of your weapon and your will. Do you accept my service? We've got our first follower. these kids. Let's save these kids. Goover Canyon. Alright, so okay. So we have a follower with us. He is our responsibility. Nice. Haha. Okay, we could probably use Angel. In addition to useful items, fallen enemies will drop a grain of essence. The bigger and stronger an enemy is, the more essence will be dropped. Essence is used in essence cores. Accumulation of essence in a core enhances the passive bonus. Okay. Okay, alright. It's not here. These seeds have potent healing properties. You can harvest seeds from Pandora roots. Haha, okay. Okay, hell yeah. I still haven't found any of the younglings. Ah! You see two beings. One takes a step in your direction, covering their partner. Dark scarlet patches on the being's red robe shimmer in the sun. Blood. The being looks at you intently and waves his hand in an unusual gesture. You sense a weight lift from the nomad. The sense of... Okay, I'm sorry about this. I'm not wearing glasses. I'm struggling. Ah! You sense the weights lift from the nomad's shoulders. When he hears that name, his entire beings become soft, like a fluffy cloud. So help found us after all. Coming! Alright, I'm Black. You sense a weight lift from the nomad's shoulder. When he hears that name, his entire being becomes soft like a fluffy cloud. So help's found us after all. Huzzah! I knew Ian wouldn't let us down. Both beings freeze simultaneously, tilting their heads in disbelief, then start examining you closely, occasionally making strange gestures as they do. The one that is closest to you starts talking, eyes downcast. You look like a herald. You have a core. Are you one? Yes. Greetings, Herald. I am Rune of the Nomads. I am Rune the Nomad. And that there is Omida. We are wounded out on a hunt. We were wounded out on a hunt. And we are not strong enough to get past those beasts on our own. The hunters have become the prey. Most ironic. Forgive me for asking one-sided favor of you, but could you help us get out? I'm afraid we won't last much longer. We were out scavenging with Ian, our mentor, but we clearly underestimated our strength. Those red bastards, they caught us off guard, exploding and spitting acid. We weren't ready for it. I've never seen a veteran hunter scream like that. What did you decide, friend? Okay. Let us get our... Fuck yeah, dude! I'm so fucking hyped. I can't wait to save people as a minor god. It's gonna be so fucking cool, dude. Just watch you fucking wait. Oh. Thank you, Harold. We can get out of the camp on our own from here. We will never forget your kindness. Both nomads bow deeply. We put a lot of stock in good deeds. You will always be welcome among us. My home is your home. You already know where to find our camp. Ian will always be glad to see you. All of Mad Zinta will know of you soon enough. Peace be upon ye, kin. Virtually all actions will have consequences in the form of karma. Karma affects how characters treat you, the prices, and most importantly, the dimension's final fate. The young ones told me how you saved them. Thank you, Harold. I hope you will be able to save the second group too. To use an explosive, if you hold, you can aim more accurately. Bombs and grenades are highly effective against groups of enemies. But be careful, explosions can hurt you too. Yeah! Hell yeah. Alright. So we haven't found the second group yet. Digging the game so far, only brought it not long ago. I'm into the very deep occultic nature of it all. Especially the part as embodying the void. Alright, I think we're getting close to the objective. Oh. Okay, alright. Yada, yada. Runes! So what can this rune do? Okay. Hell yeah, I've got a rune. Change the fates. Uh... Hey, where you getting into? Better not die on me. These have resources and such in them. Alright. Hell yeah. Okay. Come on. It's gotta be somewhere up here. Right? Come on. Knives can be used to inflict damage on distant targets. Ordinary knives are weak and barely enough to get rid of shields, while more advanced knives can be a powerful weapon. Damn.
I guess that's pretty cool if you think about it.
No. Okay, so it's not here. Is it down low? Where? Where is it? Hold on. No. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna take a gander at the chance that it is a little bit south. You know. Scheitze. Scheitze! Alright, well, we'll find them eventually. Look, we've got nothing but time and essence, as the big boss once said. Okay. Beautiful tree! You see two beings, one closer to you. The one closer to you seems to be in a fight. Their red robes is scorched in several places. Their body is covered in bleeding wounds. The being gestures at you. Iron sent me. When the nomads hear this familiar name, they raise their arms above their heads and start jumping around and shouting joyfully. I knew I could trust him. He sent help. He didn't leave us to die. The beings study you intently from head to toe, as if seeing you for the first time. He points to different parts of your body in disbelief. When they get to the core, both beings let their hands drop and fall silent. The gods sent us a herald. How amazing. When they get to the core, both beings let their hands drop and fall silent. Praise the gods. I am Colrin, the nomad, huntress in training. I know the traditions. Ian told me everything. Please accept this humble gift, Harold. The nomad hands you a small bundle and bows deeply. Pandora fruit. Harold, me and Oron got stuck here and can't make it past the red vinegaroos. Our supplies and ammo are almost gone. Think you might be able to help us out? How are you holding out? How are you holding out? How's your equipment? Reinforce the hunters. We have a few bullets left. We haven't slept in 2 days, and the last time we ate was 4 days ago. We could help out in the fight, but without ammo or anything, it wouldn't be much help. The nomad turns away despondently. Well, now we'll get stronger, you'll see. She jets out. She lets out a joyful shout. Water's like the nectar of life for us. Thank you, Harold. The nomad throws back the water skin under her mask and starts gulping the water down. I can feel the strength running through me. I have some supplies. Eyes glowing, the nomad takes bullets from you and throws one pack to Oron. With these bullets, we'll be able to help you out from afar. That might be the best way for us to work together. Besides, I really want to shoot a few more of those red bastards. Thank you. Now I'll be a lot more hopeful in the fight. Both nomads throw their mask aside and start stuffing as much food into their mouths as they can. Arcabanian food. Wonderful stuff. Hahaha. Tastes just like I remember from my childhood. Alright, Ken. Alright, kinfolk, we are going to get you out of here. Just follow your nightmare, eldritch babysitter. Just stay close. shit. Oh. We've been able to pick up a few more things. This is delightful. Okay. This is delightful. Such a treat. Thank the gods, we are out of danger. The nomad turns to you, radiating gratitude, and it is all thanks to you. I will remember this. I can make my way to the camp from here. Thank you, Harold. Your gratitude is enough for me. Your kindness will not be forgotten. Ian and I will always welcome you with open arms. You'll find Ian's camp here. The nomad points to the spot on the map. Ian's camp here. The nomads point to a spot on the map. All of Mad's intel will know of you soon enough. Thank you, Harold. A large figure hangs in the air, its body a tangle of old fabric and weathering flesh. The being wears a small porcelain mask, but there doesn't appear to be a face hidden behind it. Its speech sounds like a choir of frail voices, a occasionally letting out a rhythm. One voice, hoarse and malicious, stands out from the choir of childlike voices. I have been waiting for you, immortal. I have been waiting for you, immortal. Who are you? My name is Kalibi. Once, a very long time ago, my brothers, the heroes, planned to capture Akaban. Now I am a mere ghost. I am a mere ghost of the past. A crooked and malformed reflection of a formed reality. What do you want from me, Kalibi? I'm here to greet you, to touch the currents of his future history, catch a glimpse of the new reality. Maybe I can find a new place there. I'm here to greet you, to touch the currents of future history. You will find this black mirror useful, Harold. These devices let us buy a little time for our poor, tortured reality. The mirrors make the world around them a little more stable. It used to take centuries to revitalize a herald. The timeline was not broken if one of them died. It just changed shapes slightly so that the herald could rise again. It used to take centuries to revitalize a herald. The timeline was not broken if one of them died. Now when your shell dies, time itself will rewind and bring you back to life. You might say all of reality depends on you. Watches with bated breath as your core moves through these desolate lands. Oh. Experiencing your rebirth is painful for mortal beings like me. We remember all the timelines we have been in, and living the same thing over and over again is not pleasant. Someone had the health of your mission in mind when they put up these mirrors throughout the wasteland. Of your mission in mind when they put up these mirrors throughout the wasteland. They work like piers. You cannot travel through mirrors yet, but if you die after you visit the mirror, you will be reborn there just like you would be as a dimensional pier. Do you have any questions, Harold? Feminine wives, they take the smell away. La 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 la.
away.
Alright, what am I? What should I know about the mirror dimensions? It is a reflection of reality, a space-time whirlpool. Before the shift, mirror worlds existed for only an instant, and only a few could be stabilized using technology. Now, they are almost as sturdy as reality that generates them. Getting into the mirror worlds needs to require special techniques. Getting into the mirror world requires special techniques and technology. After the shift, reality became thinner. Even in these deserts, you will find faults that lead to parallel mirror dimensions. Who created these mirrors? Not me, but someone who also cares about the fates of the mirror dimensions. The gods of the larger dimensions who built Archibald have always thought the mirror worlds as unimportant, not real. Who always thought the mirror worlds as unimportant, not real, and not worth their attention. That's everyone. Is that all? You've been waiting for me just to tell me about the mirrors? Not everyone is destined for such great things as you, Harold. There are queens, but then there are also pawns. Alright, so what were you telling me about these mirrors? You know about the mirror dimensions, reflection of reality, space-time whirlpool. Hey, stop speaking in riddles. What exactly do these mirrors do? I was not broken and one of them died, so if you died, you could just use a mirror to be reborn, it seems. Time itself will rewind to bring you back to life. You might say all of reality depends on you. Watches with bated breath. Oof. Okay. There are queens, but there are also pawns. Thank you. As you travel around the world, you may encounter strange devices that look like mirrors. When you approach them, the mirrors are automatically activated and bound to the herald's fate. If he dies, he will be reborn next to the mirror. Okay. Alright. Okay, what's next? Is there anything else around here? The Alpha Core. Let's head back. Let's head on back. See what's left, what we're missing. Oh, okay. Alright. Greetings, Herald. I pray for good news. I want to talk to you about your people. Ian listens intently. I saved all your hunters. You did a good job indeed. You did a good job indeed. They are here, not unharmed, but still alive, which is more than I could have hoped for. I am in your dead, Herald. The Herald makes a gesture of deepest respect and hands you a bundle of items. Ian makes a welcoming gesture. What can an old hunter teach a herald? What can an old hunter teach a herald? But I can see you're serious. The nomad looks deep in thought. Well, there is no point in teaching you to hunt or about the habits of animals. You don't need to know how to orient yourself in this terrain. How about dissecting animals? Tell me more. Something tells me you'll have use for this. Besides, there's nothing too hard about it. Every type of creature needs a unique approach, but you should always start with the stomach. I'll show you in a vinegar roots, then you can apply the technique to the other animals yourself. The hunter pulls out a vinegar-room corpse and starts cutting it up, giving you detailed instructions at each step. As you can see, I can't always extract the organs in perfect condition. If you have more than you know what to do with, I'd be glad to buy them from you if you come by. You have been trained in the arts of dissecting creatures. If the animal's body is intact, you can perform an autopsy with the help of X. This will allow you to remove all the creature's organs. Cool! Okay, so we did some good work. We did good work. Okay, so we got some mirror information. Who else? New data, torture. Okay, good game so far. Having a blast. Alpha Core. I think it's going to start picking up now. I suspect it to. The pier doesn't have a core, and I can't activate without one. I won't be able to get back to the hub. Okay. I can find a local huntsman who should know anything about the core one with the yada yada. Okay. Okay, so what is this? Take the fang. Increase zone recovers the body with prevents bleeding and injury. Fast healing. This core is damaged and looks like it can be restored. Can't be restored. Its capabilities are severely limited. Synaptic apparatus. This organ analyzes the signature of other beings and helps predict their intentions and actions before their body language reveals them. Alright, simple heart, killing an enemy during yada yada. Simple heart capable of pumping blood in any one direction. Tabula rasa, an organ consisting of essence, neurons of various creatures, and even inorganic compounds. An ideal tool tool for exploring the world. Okay. Alright. Dexterity. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay, what is it? This is what we're looking for. The cores have built-in homing algorithm. Just activate it and it will teleport it to its peer. The shift calls the threads holding the cores. The shift calls the threads holding the cores inside the gravity wells to break. The energy released was supposed to launch the cores into the heavenly void, but the world's cosmosphere held fast. Apparently, the core reflected off the cosmosphere and fell back into the world. Everything that exists is always there. The beginning and the end are just points of observation. 6 more peers to activate until we can redirect and fuck. Excuse me. Excellent. Alpha peer is active. Now we just need 6 more peers to activate until we can redirect the world's mass to the hub. Of course we'll have to do something about motor before that happens. I'll send you the coordinates of the next pier. You'll have to, unseal it first. I don't have access. The world matrix has straightened a little. You can now travel deeper into the world, but you should return to the hub before you continue your journey. We have much to discuss. What? I think I may have reached my limit. I've definitely had enough reading aloud. But if I'm going to be playing this game, I may as well, stay on the horn. All organs can be created in the biomats found in the hub. Recipes are unlocked when you kill opponents of different species. The main ingredients for creating organs can all be acquired from defeated opponents. It's a good idea to carry some spare organs with you. Returning to the hub POC. You did a good job, but I don't like the condition your core is in. It's functioning erratically. How do cores work? I'm no core programming expert. Can't string 2 cores together. But fortunately, there is someone in the hub who knows everything there is to know about them. He could be quite useful to us in this matter. A Mutilla who goes by Skinflint. A Mutilla who goes by Skinflint. I'm not sure how he did it, but he managed to save his own hide from when Arcaban fell, and made it to the hub recently. One of the first beings. It is said their civilization began construction of Arcaban, around the core of creation. I do not know where they all went after that, but in my time, there were very few of them left, and after the shift, this one is perhaps the last of his kind. He meant to end up on the central parts. He meant to end up on the central part, but instead got stuck on the islands of the primordial matter, hovering around. Used this to connect his island with ours. He's not pleasant to be around, but you need to learn as much as you can about your core before we start saving reality. Viticus draws a block of primordial matter from subspace and pushes it in your direction. Ew, I don't want to. Mutilla. The being is spherical. The being's spherical body is covered in such ancient materials that you can sense relics of the creator's primordial mind in its vibration. You can sense relics of the creator's primordial mind. So all this time, Viticus had the primordial to matter to get here. Viticus had the primordial matter to get here. I see. The being pulls out a long, ancient scroll and draws ominously on it. The being pulls out a long and ancient scroll and scrawls ominously on it, pronouncing each syllable as he writes. V D Cuss. Then he stares intently into you and shivers in disgust. Your core, it couldn't withstand the overload and cracked. It looks horrible. Your core, it could withstand the overload and cracked. It looks terrible. Where should I start? There are many different cores, but they all share the same principle. World cores, restraints. World cores restrainments. Okay, world cores retransmit the laws of creation to the worlds. The cores of immortals do the same thing. But on a smaller scale. They retransmit the laws of the inner world to the collective reality inside the being's shell and beyond its bounds. Ah. Cores shape essence. They maintain the consistency of the worlds. Cores shape essence. They maintain the consistency of the worlds and the shells of mortal beings. If an immortal's material shell is destroyed, their core can restore their physical form by moving to another timeline. Where did the cores come from? Just as a pearl is formed from a grain of sand, sparks from mortals, spirits form the cores of immortals. Spirits form the cores of immortals. They coalesce around the source of observation over time. Once a core forms, it can be worked on and upgraded. I see. What about the world cores? They come to be in a similar way, but they have one unified source. The information transmitted from the core of creation over the dimensional threads itself. The core of creation over the dimensional thread itself. Fuck! This is getting a little too heady. Okay, so it's like an egregore. Uh, Belief in this thing turns into like a fucking router or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, similar way, but they have one unified source. The information transmitted from the core of creation over the yada 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 over the dimensional threads itself contains the laws that forms first the world cores and then the worlds themselves from the primordial mass. The hub core is still linked to the core of creation and can still retransmit its laws. But as the core of creation sinks into the abyss, the frequency and integrity of the retransmit information decreases. We can retransmit the laws, but the core of creation sinks into the abyss. The frequency and integrity of the retransmit decreases, the worlds collapse into themselves, their stars explode or fade away slowly. This reality is coming to an end. Nothing. What can we do to fix this? Nothing. It seems the current reality is doomed. All we can do is create a new one, with a new core of creation. I hope we have enough knowledge and enough mass remaining above the event horizon to do it. If I hadn't been stuck here alone all this time, I might have been able to tell you more about the Keeper's plans. Ask that ugly eyeball, he should know. It's very convenient how you've trapped everyone. Yeah. Viticus. I might have been able to tell you more about the Keeper's plans. Alright, I have other questions. What else? Can you fix my core? No, such damage is beyond repair. But we can replace it. A core is not a spirit, it's just a receiver and amplifier of information. Try this core out. It hasn't been expanded yet, but it's still better than the one you have now. It will tell you what to do with it. It will tell you what to do with it. The Mutilla hands you a pearl core. As it comes into your possession, the core begins to radiate warmth and pulsate, reaching out to the thread of your spirit. Thank you. When you replace your core, you can weave nodes into it. The core itself contains only the most basic of methods of interacting with reality, but nodes can transform the core's powers into a variety of effects. Effects that can be very useful. I happen to have a few combat nodes that you may enjoy here. Take them. That you may enjoy here. Take them. The being hands you several nodes. They're small and abnormally heavy items of an immaterial nature. Why do they call you Skinflint? You don't look like one. Because I don't share my knowledge or wares with just anyone. Back in Arcabon, immortals would line up in front of my workshop, demanding my services. This annoyed a lot of them, Viticus included, but I don't mind. It's even easier to do business this way. The core hasn't been through all the hardening procedures. Its shell seems soft, everything works just fine. Nodes make up basic characteristics of heralds. To get a node, yada yada. Have enough essence, press triangle. Let's open up a new. Fucking level up with the nodes. Open new cell under nodes. Da 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 da. I don't. I'm fucking done reading, dude. I'm so done reading. Anyway, thank you for joining the stream. Down in the middle of the night with Blue Atlanta. Blue Atlanta. I hear the chalkboard scratch. We'll see you later, I guess. Yeah, I think that's it for the game today. Yeah, it's a cool game. Having a blast. Fuck me. Oh boy. It's a lat. Okay. Thanks for coming, people. Au revoir.